Alright. Wait, is it working? Hold on. Okay, we're here. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is SonicRanger. Welcome back to Beacon Pines. Alright, we're just going right into it because I'm already super excited. I guess we left off with the dear sweet babies escaping with their lives this time. Rollo and Luca. So it should be the next day after they escaped the man in yellow and the dead body in the dumpster. Yeah. Okay, I remember right.
Finding a friend.
Ooh.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Oh, and as of last episode, you'll notice I put a disclaimer in the comment section. No, not comment section, the description. Because I didn't know what, rating the game had. And I tried to do just, originally I was going to do, kid-friendly. But at the same time, I think I'm just going family-friendly. Nothing too severe, nothing too graphic. And let's face it, Disney now works with Marvel, and Marvel has F-bombs in their movies. So, family-friendly isn't quite as strict as when I was a kid. So, I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just playing games and having fun. And you want to join me, go right ahead. But I, again, don't actually know what comes next in this game. I don't know what to expect in this game. So, we're just going to go into it blind. Alright. Let's see. Do I remember what I did to these voices? I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Whoops, wrong button. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Phone! Hello? Neat. Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering, folks. I'll be right there. Uh-oh. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed.
I swear if Rollo is missing, I'ma cry.
She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in the house for this day. For the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. I notice her little sprite doesn't have glasses, but her image does. Well, that was strange. They better not have hurt my boy. They better not have hurt my boy, my poor boy Rollo. I'ma cry.
Luca was desperate to check in with Rollo. Until Gran returned, he was trapped.
Well done.
An eerie electronic sound echoed from Luca's bedroom.
Hello? Is anyone there? Oh. Hey. Hello? Hello, is that you? Over? Strange. Any more charms to find? I want all the charms. I like the charms. They're cute, and I like them. What? Is it gonna knock again? Oh my gosh, that's creepy. Oh gosh, that's creepy. If I just hide upstairs, they'll go away, right? Oh, that's creepy. I don't like that. That's actually really creepy. I was like, I didn't expect that. Oh. Oh, hey, Roxy. Remember that choice I made yesterday at the turning point? You don't remember that, do you? This is about me, accidentally kicking you yesterday. Is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. Oh no! Not my sweet baby boy! What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rolo. Where are you? To the library. Rolo! No! Not my sweet baby boy! Rolo, where are you? Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rolo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of fun stuff for this festival. This one said he had a process of answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. He's locked in. Oh, not you again. Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. I'm Toby. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me? Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Gosh, call you joker. We're all part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. Sure. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes? If Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Oh, my parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weep Woods. Our shift doesn't end for another couple hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right. Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. What's this about a missing child?
I must stress that the situation is completely under control.
It just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help?
Nonsense, Miss. Miss Carter will turn up. Mr. Carter will turn up safe and sound, I'm certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging.
Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. Oh, you're a Valentine. Oh, that's right. We were just telling our daughter, Beck, that... Now where did she run off to? Who's Beck? Guess I can't talk to you guys. What's the little crocodile lady up to today? His wide eyes went wide in disbelief. I said that wrong. That's okay. What do you mean, vanished? That's impossible. Oh my, he doesn't even see the danger he's in. What? You're not talking about me, are you? It's gonna be fine, right? Whoops, pushed a little too far. Hi, Luca, what's up? You haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? He doesn't come around here much. Not since they made a rule that he can only order decaf. Just those little touches, him just rubbing his little nose every now and again, because it's cold out. If you've never watched Tokyo Godfathers, you're missing out, I'm just saying. That just reminded me of that. To the library. Hey, look, it's open. You bird.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me.
Good book?
Don't know. Just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out, bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels?
I actually knew this. Funny story. Someone told me about how they had what kind of wasps are those? Yellow jackets? I forget which one. But it was like ground yellow jackets? Ground hornets? I forget. One of them. It's one of the mean ones. But they live in the ground as well as they do in like hives in the tree. So when she was young, her dad decided he was going to try and get rid of all those wasps by pouring gasoline down their burrow and then setting on fire. I'm sure you can imagine how that went. She said it took a long time before the scorch marks were gone, but boy did it kill all those bees, that's for sure. I could just imagine just a spider web of burnt grass from setting fire to underground tunnels. But it worked. I would highly recommend you do not do that at home, because that is not how you do that. Because all it takes is one wrong thing to be under the ground, and that is a very unfortunate destruction of property. They were very blessed that there was nothing else under the ground with those bees. But I thought it was funny. I thought I'd share that with you. I could not stop laughing when she told me. I'm like, why is that a thing somebody thinks to do? But, I don't know. I guess apparently that's normal for dads to do sometimes, is just to try random things that don't always work. But hey, at least they tried. Alright.
Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy.
I think I knew that one, actually. Fight.
That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know.
Let's talk to the little wolf kid. Hey, Jace. He has different colored eyes.
Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rollo come by?
No. I was actually surprised. He usually is here early on days when the new issue drops. Rollo's the biggest atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is.
Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where.
I don't know where.
No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read: Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
Ugh. More like complete loss of interest.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
I have this really weird tickling at the back of my throat. That's why I'm not talking as much at the moment. It's just this tiny little tingling in the back of my throat, and I don't appreciate it. It's a very weird feeling, and I don't like
Oh,
it.
the cobs I've eaten.
And it's not like consistently either. It's just like buzz, stops, buzz. Like you'd think I swallowed a fly. It's messing with me. It's irritating me. And I'm praying that it's not something like a germ that is about to make me sick tomorrow, because I've had that happen before.
A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
In an autobiography.
There were rarely any actual new additions, simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. Hey, I got an achievement called Nerd. Probably because I looked at all the different book stuff. Hey. What's if a monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh, hi, you're not the person I thought you were. Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So, I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
Oh. I'm coming with you. What? So, says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yeah. Well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. We got some new friend. We got some new friend. I forget what she even asked him at the beginning. Ask Rabbit. Joey, have you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eye on the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles! Do you think the temperature confused their... circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm not a beetologist. Just keep an eye out for him, will ya? Of course! Guess we're going to Wheatwoods. Uh-oh. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Hey, Luca. It looks like a path goes this way.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. What does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
Oh. What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this skunk is weird as heck. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Uh-oh. Hey, Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yep. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Aw, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yep. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once, on account of you being new around here. Why don't you hang out with this dud? Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so you? Has he ever told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this once. Don't talk about my family. Oh, look, he's grown a backbone now that he's got that. I can read. Wait, hold on. Growing a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. Uh-oh.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle.
Oh gosh, is this about to get very
Beck
unfortunate?
could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the Tickles or Strange. Which one's not gonna throw him in the goo and kill him? Let's start with Tickles.
Well, time to bust out the Tickles.
Hey, Tish, wanna see something cool? No? Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Yep.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Whoa. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Whoa. Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more matured, refined look? Oh, no.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old.
So it, like, literally cannot let you touch the stuff.
'Cause it could kill you. If there's a path, there isn't.
Uh-oh.
Luca, what the heck are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rolo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rolo and I weren't just playing in Leapwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit, and we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us, and I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back.
Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rolo's gonna be okay. I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home.
But I want to help.
It is too dangerous for a kid.
I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rolo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here, leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Oof. Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that.
Sorry. Who are you talking to?
What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really.
The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word for Rolo yet?
Not yet.
Long time for a boy to lose his way.
Rolo knows those woods too well to get lost.
I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics would have this whole town worry sick.
Antics?
Well, we all know Rolo likes to play his little pranks.
You think this is a prank?
What other possible explanation could there be?
He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it.
How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there is something that you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
Especially since he's about the same size as the man in yellow. Shame. Oh my gosh.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rolo, maybe he could help.
Oh. That's not where I thought that was going. I think you're about to die again. Yesterday, Rolo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rolo when he went missing?
Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster.
The dumpster? What were you doing in there? first we were just looking around. Oh man, this music is messing me up. And then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of them.
You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster.
But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body.
I'm sure it was just some trash.
No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
We're about to die again, children. Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourself, can you? We were all so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing?
It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss. As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
Well, we died
Wait.
again.
No.
What?
This isn't the end. I know there's still much more.
Oh, I'm sure.
Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Windows to the soul. Those eyes. Hazardous hectoring. Let's find out what happens if we do something strange here.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca, looks like you need a little mud bath.
What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yep. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs, eh, dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Oh,
Iggy's
crap.
clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined, I'm gonna—
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I just—
Oh no.
Yep. Oh no, what'd you do to the kid? That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse, this strange ooze, and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. Guess we're going this way.
Oh, wait. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town?
We were just helping look for Rollo.
Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago.
Really? So where is he?
It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know.
I am starting to get that impression.
Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest.
Wow, that's a relief.
You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves.
Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo.
Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you.
She was?
She was worried sick. You should march straight home.
I guess.
Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home.
I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rolo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Interesting.
Rolo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread.
Yeah.
Gran is going to kill me.
Yeah, she is.
If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4.
Interesting.
Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran, I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Supposed to be looking for my little charms. Looky, I can close stuff back. He's so cute. Okay. Focus. Focusing. Where's Gran? Gran? I thought I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. Oh, I know I wasn't supposed to be going anywhere. I was supposed to be looking for Rolo.
I'm leaking.
Okay. There's Gran. Another disappearance. The mystery grows deeper. Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Turns out Rolo is safe and sound.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Oh, it's going off again.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
What?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you?
Luca! There!
Rollo, it's the middle of the night.
Luca, thank goodness! Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here.
Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me, someone grabbed me yesterday.
What? The man in the hazmat suit?
Took me some sort of... I think I'm underground.
Underground? Are you okay?
Kinda. They seem interested in... For now, at least.
Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe.
Kerr? No! Trust... He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse.
I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need the treehouse. The treehouse!
With that, the signal died for
Somehow I
good.
feel like he's saying stay away from the mission control.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
What's up this way? Oh, that's where I went to see the dad's grave.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Grant. A couple other people.
So, we all understand our roles?
You can count on me. I think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We were all in danger now.
I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists.
Refuse.
Here, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Harris Valentine. Her resources would have come in handy.
As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning.
Plans change. How's Luca holding up?
He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival.
Man, there's a lot of mysteries going on around here.
Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night?
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that wasn't appreciated at all, sweetie.
Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there?
Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Graham enter the diner together. When my shift was at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here.
What do you think they're up to?
Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined.
They mentioned the festival.
Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything differently recently? Anything strange?
She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door.
A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems.
She was either furious or terrified. Or both.
Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime.
I will. Aren't you coming out?
Nah, I'm gonna sneak out here a bit longer. See you, Luca.
My gosh, that girl scared the crap out of me. Man, okay. I'm I'm gonna go this way. Because I want to see if I can do anything else with that memory now. I feel like these items are going to be important.
Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond.
Ooh, message in a bottle. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man.
Best leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. There's like 2 other items to find. No, 3? There's a few other items to find.
Luca gentled at first.
I'm just doing it so I can go this way. Huh. I'm curious about this one. Well, that actually worked out because I have to go that way anyway. But I want to see what these kids are doing.
I did it. I changed the sign.
Splendid. Did anyone see you?
I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though.
In situations such as these, odd is good.
The 2 boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal.
It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. I wonder what they did. I'm sure it'll be very fun when we find out. Alright, so... I'm checking something real quick. Okay, anyway. I just had to check something. Oh, wait, why is the light on? Uh-oh. Oh, it's just a thingy. Alright.
Rolo? Rolo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rolo, where are you?
Oh my gosh. Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. So you'd better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. Something that's already dead.
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Oh crap, wait. Who are you? Like you don't recognize me? I guess I don't recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
Oh no. Yeah, it is. I'm a monster. Now they hunt me like the beast I am.
Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault!
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With this positive attitude and power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca!
Rolo?
It's not safe, Luca! Rolo, where are you? The treehouse!
I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you?
No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe!
They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you stay away from the treehouse. Called it.
Who said they're going to the treehouse?
The clipboards.
What did I tell ya? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks.
Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile?
Crap, they found me.
Luca, what's happening?
Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in a second. Of course.
We have a problem.
Luca, you gotta get out of there.
Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They were saying the same stuff, but with that creepy knob cranked to 10.
Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
I'm sorry, what? Of course. Iggy, there you are. You gave us all one heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help.
Help?
Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well.
What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him?
Well, that's a pretty honking big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him.
You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back in his place resting.
He is. Poor fella just got a little lost.
That's a lie.
That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies.
Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Ooh. Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar?
Well, shucks, Luca, the only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends. Oh boy. Why y'all making me choose?
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Fight this?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
This is how we die.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards.
You poor sweet creature. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
So I'm missing a charm somewhere. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, so this is a lot like Apocalypse. I'll explain that later. That's another game I'll have to play on the channel. It's got a lot of cartoon gore, but man, is it not the cutest little crazy game ever. And there's 3 of them, so I have to play it after this. I'm definitely going to do that. But right now, we got Struggle from, like... Where did we get Struggle from again? It was somewhere in the other branch. So that actually makes sense, because you have to go back and forth a lot and find the information and charms that'll get you further on the other ones. It's so good. Let's go. All the way back. We gotta go all the way back to when he got captured himself.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile. He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3.
That is interesting. Oh, this is going to get complicated fast, okay? It's already going above what my brain can cast.
Everything's fine.
Everything is fine.
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table.
Rolo this time. I guess we'll get to do the other stuff with Rolo this time. So it's kind of like a swap. So I start out with Rolo, and I'm on my own after that point. Or I start out alone, and I work with Rolo after that. And maybe Rolo and Beck can both meet each other this time. This will be interesting.
Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
This should be interesting. I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rolo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nutcreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for the enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off you go now, while the day's still young. She didn't get a call this time. Oh no, she's making the call now. Something's getting delivered with that jam. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Oh, gosh, this kid's cute. Oh, Rolo. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. I'm so happy to have you back, Rolo. I missed you. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No.
Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at mission control. Roger that, Space Cadet. They're too cute. I missed Rolo so much, I'm just saying. Being perfectly honest with you, I missed Rolo so much. Oh, you're over here now. Wait, watch your step! Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think this noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time for a chat?
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune.
Wait, I thought Solomon was the heir to the Valentine fortune. I
Had
guess
a
they
way
both
of
are.
making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of the morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there is no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are much more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know change isn't dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. She's fun. What you reading this time? Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. She literally is just saying what's been happening to us. We went back into the past to get to this point. None of them want to talk. I guess that's fine. How do you keep ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do you keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Yeep.
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on the top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes, the jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste.
Okay, I should finish my deliveries.
Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Not exactly subtle, are you? That's fun. See, I called it. He was gonna deliver something more than just jam. There's a secret in these jams. Oh, am I gonna have to talk to you again? You weird old man.
Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed.
Luca, you seem chipper.
Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
Bet his hands hurt.
I suppose it is.
So, do you want your jam?
Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself.
I guess she's busy today.
Luca handed the jam to Mr. Nuncreed, and he nestled it with both hands.
Well, I'll just have to finish this batch off quicker than normal. You tell her to go ahead and get started on my next order.
You got it.
Didn't say anything about its hand.
I'd better not dilly-dally. Gonna get this jam delivered.
Guess I missed where I was supposed to give her hers. Diner. Oh, wait, where the cool kids are. Do I go in through the front over here? There is no way into the front here. You have to go up here. Where do I go, children? Tell me! Oh wait, I can take this back road, can't I? Is the way to go? It is right here. I'm gonna talk to the back girl.
Hey, Dawn. Hey, Luca. What's up? We got you on jam delivery, huh?
Yep.
Have you seen a new kid around yet?
New kid?
Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr in Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Eris Valentine.
And?
The Valentines represent Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations.
I can imagine. That is interesting information to have, thank you. Oh, the mayor's here.
Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart, what happened with Eleanor.
Oh, break. Oh, because it's heartbreaking.
I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Looks like I'm your last delivery. I'm gonna hold on to the basket until the next time I see Juniper. You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do.
Hey, Mayor.
If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn.
Oh sure, sorry to bother you.
It's just that. Mr. Curry's asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terrible.
Sorry, I just dropped the hanger. Hang on. And it fell another spot. Okay. As long as it's not under my desk. I don't even know where it came from. Where was that even?
Okay, back to this.
The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I don't really think I'm cut out for this kind of thing.
cut out for being mayor or for public speaking?
Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, for our legacy.
That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great.
This kid is too cute.
Oh, there's Beck. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie and this is Ilona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you can both stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that, for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles.
Well, there's no hope for me then.
Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been befriended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to the big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great. See you then.
I realized earlier on through the game I haven't actually been to the Valentine manor. I went up to it and went back because I thought I was going the wrong way, going the correct way. It ended up it was the wrong way. There's just a whole lot.
Good morning, Jeff.
Geoff? How do you pronounce that? Geoff? That's how I want to pronounce it, is Geoff. For some reason I want to say Jeff at the same time. Because it looks like it's short for Jeffrey. It's Geoff. I'm going to say Geoff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me.
Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival's coming up.
The festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us?
Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting this one up, and they're doing it for the whole town.
As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana.
But those are both garbage.
Exactly. So it is Jeff. Okay, I'm not crazy. I know how to read. It's just weird with names sometimes. It's like Steven and Stefan. It looks like Stefan, but they pronounce it Steven. It doesn't make sense in my brain. Wait. Actually just went over my time. I was trying to be responsible and time this correctly, but you know what? Let's get to the next chapter. Or death. One or the other.
So who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back.
The creepy little kid in the vest?
That sounds like the one.
So just 3 people live in that huge thing? That a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that.
Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves.
So it's empty and boring?
Pretty much.
What a waste.
My mom says it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest.
Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use the same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to have to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way.
Pretty place. Even prettier place. It's gorgeous. Look at the wisteria tree.
Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here?
You look like you could use some help.
You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod.
Fun.
Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work.
I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing. It should be interesting.
Chapter 4.
Well, I did say I was going to stop at chapter 4.
Dinner with the Moodwills.
Mood wheels. Alright, I'm going to stop right here. Because I technically wasn't supposed to be this long. Because I can keep track of time. So, we're going to stop there. A lot has happened. Very interesting. We had to go pretty far back and start over. Now that we have the different charms. This is really cool. I did tell my sister about what I thought of it after I did the first video. And she's like, yeah, I thought you might like that. Because she knows me so well when it comes to these games. I enjoy cute, colorful characters. And a little mystery and a little creativity. I love a good, unique, creative story. And this one really does it for me. I really like this one. And Luca and Rolo and Megan, they're all so adorable, and I love them all. I just want to hug them all. I'm so glad Rolo's okay now. But we'll get back to it next time. For now, be sure to like and subscribe so that you can keep up to date and you can be here for the next video. I'll be sure to post it as soon as possible because I'm trying to be better about posting stuff. But when you work a full-time job, it's really hard to really do much of anything, apparently. So, I will see you guys next time. This is SonicRanger, signing out. Bye!